Hey everybody, this is Caesar with Small Engine Velocity coming at you with a motovlog on the Zuma, and I'm telling you right now, it has been a very, very long time since I've made a video. And if my plan goes correct, this should come out after I do a live on a Sunday. So, congratulations to all of those who survived the drought and was able to make it back here again. So, for those of you who are new, hold on, can't let you guys see my PIN number, right? Anyways, for those of you who are new, I am a small bore channel, mostly small bore, or small bike, I guess. No, I don't need a car wash. Maybe they should have like little cameras here that detect whether you're on a scooter or something, or like a weight sensor, so it doesn't ask stupid questions. Anyways, I am going to put 87 octane in my Yamaha Zuma 2016 125cc with the front gas pump whole thingamabob, which to me is absolutely... Oh shoot, I pushed the wrong one. Ah, crap. Oh well, whatever. So my GTI takes Supreme, and I guess by habit I put Supreme because my wife's Tiguan also takes Supreme, so I put Supreme in there also. Of course it takes a lot less than any of the cars. I actually put a full tank in the Tiguan, and it cost me $60. If you ask me, that's a lot of money. Oh, wait. Look, I even forgot how to lock the stupid gas cap. No, I don't want a receipt. I do want my gloves, though. So, part of the reason, actually a lot of the reason that I have been out, and is going to be a completely separate video from this motovlog, but has been the Honda Ruckus, right? Everyone loves the Honda Ruckus. That's how I got my start here on the channel, was the Honda Ruckus. And oh my gosh, and it was pissing me off. My wife watched my channel, or she watched a lot of the most recent videos, which was a while ago, and she's like, ah, shoot, hold on, forgot to strap my freaking helmet again. Safety first, right? But of course it's not safe if you don't have your helmet strapped, because you're just going to crash into something and your helmet's going to fly off and your face is going to get squashed. Anyways, to continue on, she had mentioned in great extent that my last videos were very negative. For her to say my videos were very negative means a lot to me, because I didn't think I was being negative, but apparently she pointed out a few things and I was being negative. And it was because all I wanted to do was ride. Everyone gets to that point when they ride a bike and they have to keep fixing it, just like a car. You have to keep fixing it over and over again, and you just get pissed off because you just want to ride, right? So that's what happened. I will not include the reasons, but that's what was happening to me. Then it was the summer. Then my kids were in swim and all sorts of other stuff, so I just got, you know, another thing that I was doing was I kept on making promises about, you know, for example, this bike, you know, doing the 158 RC kit on here. I still have it sitting in the garage, still haven't done it yet, but I keep promising it over and again. It's been like, what, 6-9 months or something by now. I think I got it in December or something like that. Yeah. You know, I got tired of making empty promises. So what I ended up doing was I took a vacation, re-get my bearings, turn off the burnout, and rekindle a flame for something that I very much enjoy doing, which is riding, riding first, recording and talking to people and creating cool videos. Well, I don't know about cool, but creating videos for people to watch and follow my retarded antics to see what's going on. Another thing that's been happening too, I don't know if you noticed in the videos also before, was that it was raining all the time. And then it was frustrating me because, well, I'll tell you this story. The last time I rode the Ruckus, I rode it out to, I rode it out to, you actually, there's a video, motovlog on it. I rode it out to, what's it called, Old Town Spring. And on my way back, it started to rain, right? Man, I almost hit some people in a crosswalk. I managed to get it started, rode it, and then all of a sudden it just started pouring. It was like of the olden days, like Noah should have came out and passed me on the road because it was raining so hard. And I decided to just power through it. Apparently a front-facing filter on your GY6 with rain causes problems. Well, it broke down. I couldn't get it started. I tried to start it over and over again until the battery was dead. And once the battery's dead with no kickstart, there's really no use in trying. So I got help to go pick me up and drive me somewhere. Well, I got driven somewhere, took it home. I was like, well, I don't know. What is it? I checked. The carb. Fuel was getting to the carb. Air was getting into the carb. I checked and took the spark plug out, checked to see if it was like weird looking or anything. Nah, nothing was weird in there. Check, got compression. And then I went to check for spark. And I don't know if you remember, before that, months before that, I had a problem with the coil, the direct coil, and put another coil on. Well, it stopped. I'm going into way more detail than I thought I would. Anyways, this is very important for the reason for this video. And it just wouldn't make a spark. I was putting the plug at the end of the coil. I put the coil on the metal frame, and it would spark and then not spark, and then spark and then not spark, and then eventually just stop sparking. I thought it was the coil. I changed it to a different one, had another one. I changed it to I changed the CDI, thought it was that. Nope, same result. But it is possible that the CDI that I had was bad also, so I'm gonna have to replace those two pieces just to see. And then I'm really hoping it's not the stator, because the stator is relatively new. I mean, it was around the beginning of the GY6 build. Anyways, irritation upon irritation. I literally I mean, I was doing a carb video. I got the Nibby carb, right? Ruining it a little bit, but I got the Nibby carb, the 28mm. I was supposed to get some more power out of it, according to Lee. I really believe what he says. I mean, he wouldn't lie, you know? So I started doing that. I literally put everything down in the garage, on the ground, all the tools, the carb, the cables. I did pick up the screws and put them in little containers so I didn't lose any of them and kick them around, but I have not been in the garage since to work on the Ruckus. Another thing that was irritating me, see, I guess I might as well talk about a little bit more. Is the Dorby 13-inch rear wheel. It just keeps losing air, and and Lee said I have to take the tire off, and I have to like Dremel down part of the edge of the wheel on the inside because it's causing a gap that's making it lose air. And I gave up. I'm sorry guys about the whole thing, about not being there for you, but I did give up. I was like, no more, I'm done. Let me take a break. You know, I'm burned out on this stuff. I have to keep fixing this thing. And it's never the motor. I just want to emphasize that. It's never the motor. It's everything around the motor. All the cheap Chinese components that keep effing up on me. So yeah, I have ridden the large bike around. I did go over down south. I did ride by myself for an entire Sunday, just driving around, hanging out, and really no real purpose. Just drove through downtown, went down some freeways, went down the toll road for no real particular reason, just to ride, because you know that's where the enjoyment comes in, is the riding. It's therapy. At the same time, through all this, after I stopped riding the Ruckus, I really started getting really down on myself, like really down, like I can't do anything. I was losing the enjoyment in everything that I was doing. I want to say thank you to I haven't talked as much in a long time. I want to say thank you to all the people that were out there that, you know, messaged me and saying, how are you doing? Suck rat for life. There were people who were commenting on the videos saying we haven't seen you in a long time. Alan from Dirty Riders, all sorts of stuff, all sorts of people. And then my memberships dropped by 2 people on the website, but I will reward those people who are still members. Those 7 people, I'm working on something that's pretty special because they stuck around me and kept me going, kept me talking, and eventually got me to this point where I'm talking to everybody again. There were some rides that I wanted to go to in Galveston, which I found out later on that I'm glad I didn't go because it made it all sorts of troublesome. And then there was a Honda day event I wanted to go to. Nope, didn't go to that. So I just I started feeling like there was no one else to ride with out here. But have I really been riding with people? No. I'm an independent man. I can ride by myself. I wish Brad from Friction Zone lived closer, because then we could hang out. But it's okay. It's okay. The kids are back in school. Work is settling down. It's not so hard. My son will have swim practice after school, and I'll have to pick him up at 6. But I mean, I can pick him up on this, right? I can pick him up on the Zuma, or even the big bike if I really wanted to. Look, people are stuck. Hello, how are you? They were Asian, so they're just looking at me on a scooter like, oh, that's what we saw in the old country. Of course, that sounded more European. How about, that's what we see in the old country. Yeah, there you go. That's a little bit better. Anyways, I'm glad to be back. I'm trying to find a happy medium with media content at the same time, family. I think I'm going to use a combination of shorts and a combination of motovlogs. I think I'm going to try to do 2 motovlogs and maybe a regular video a week, and then fill in the middle parts with little shorts, ruckus or scooter or motorcycle, or not scooter related, just stuff. You know, I want to have fun with it, right? That's the reason why I think I was able to make it for 3 years, is because whatever it was I made because I enjoyed it. And I enjoy everybody who's been supporting me on this channel forever and ever. There are people here for I think we're going on 4 years now that have been around, and I really have made some really good friends doing this. Some have come, some have gone, and then come back, and then gone. But the one static thing is that we always had 2 wheels to relate to in everything that we were doing. So I just want to tell everybody thank you very much for being my friends. I really appreciate everything that you've done for me. Is this an electric bike or a moped? Looks like a scooter. It's got a red light on it, right? Okay, well, it was a dirt bike of some sort, with a guy with flip-flops and a t-shirt and shorts in the nighttime, in dark, on 1960, which is probably the worst road to ever do something like that on. Anyways, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by an inappropriately clothed rider. Thank you. I'm back. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for those people who came around and lifted me up, messaged me, and I really appreciate it. And I hope that I can repay everybody by at least trying to give everyone some decent content again. Thank you very much, and I will see everybody in the next video. We'll do an extra long horn thing.